Hello guys, so to celebrate the Sharr skin, and I was also been asked that what is better, an Andor Striker, Sharr, or Bora? So of course I'm actually going to say William's best. Before the last utility upgrade, I would have said hands down Sharr. But actually Bora got a really nice buff. So this is actually going to be much more mitigated. I would say Sharr is more going to be on a 2-hit ratio and Bora is going to be for the long run. So let's go directly into the players. So Sharr, the one that everyone always uses. For COD, she's considered one of the best players, and a lot of people are going to say you need her to beat certain floors if you don't have William. So why is that? On a skill level, she's got a pretty decent one-hit KO with attack power, critical rate. It's pretty good. It's nothing magical compared to critical damage or something like that, but it's really nice if you can give her critical damage. Now, increased critical rate with an attack. Again, this means that she's going to crit when combining both of those. And this is one of the skills that is really cool about her, is that she's going to increase the inflicted damage on the target by 20% for 10 minutes of an attack. Meaning, when you're actually running her, you prefer she doesn't use her active on the first shot just to stack this. And this, combined with Elaine's active and 2 Andor critical damage stones, is totally broken. And her last skill, deal 50% additional damage to goalkeepers and increase the damage dealt to dark attribute players, meaning irrelevant of your attribute, she will at least be doing 100% and will actually hurt goalkeepers much more, meaning she's not going to damage the backline that hard, but the goalkeeper is going to be the one who really takes the hit. Now, on chain level, they're all extremely bad. The only one that could have been possibly good is Nari, and Nari is a nemesis chain, so it's not good. We have a rival with Bora, but to be honest, not that many people currently use her, so there's no chain of value, and the rest of them are 2 to 4 stars, and even one's a rival. They're just really bad. Even for Dimension Stones, it's the only reason you would even complete them. So I do want to point out that a skin has been added. It's right here. I find it much nicer than the other skin, and we can currently obtain it. So if you plan to use her, I would say get the skin. It does require a little bit of grind, but it's worth it. It's actually really cool. So on art-wise, I have no issue with her. Just don't use her ace. Spirit Stone-wise, she just has Andor. But with the different changes in Andor stones, that's actually really not bad. Because basically what you can do is Andor crit damage, Andor dribble, and then whatever unique you want. I think the most common one is Pterodactyl Blood for her, and then throw in an Andor crit damage. You can change the color to try to throw in an SOB, but that might not be the best idea depending on how much crit rate you have. So she's really a good player all around, and she's basically really pointing towards the 2-shot mechanic. Her active does take 12 minutes to recharge, so it's like a one-shot wonder. So you gotta actually manage very well your consumption of spirit. She's gonna fit in a very similar team than Bora, so I'm gonna just talk about that later. Now, Bora on the other side, I actually really love her EE art. As I'm aware of, she does have a skin. Oh, I didn't even remember that. Well, she has a skin who I don't like, but I mean, it's a question of taste. We all have our own thing. So Bora is also a frontline striker, and her skills have been changed. So this is the skill who now actually became cool in my eyes. Increased critical rate and critical damage by 20% accumulates 5 times. So this goes very close to a Vanchi level skill. The idea is she can use it every 2 minutes, and it's going to increase her power and attack. So this is really decent in PvP, but in PvE, when near the end, when you're trying to just shoot for the kill, it might be a little bit more frustrating, and it's going to take the 3rd, 4th, 5th shot to actually be decent. Exact same problem as running a Vanchi. Her second skill is going to be increased attack power and reflex. It's pretty bad. I'm guessing this is the skill that no one's going to max out until they 7-star. And attack power for a little 14%, 16% is really not worth all the sacrifice. It's more for the bonus dribble value you do it. Increased critical rate with an attack, That's just great. Could have been a little bit better, but I mean, we're not going to be complaining. And this is actually what makes her different from most strikers. Steal up to 25% of the action bar, 15% spirit, and 5% attack power from each enemy within the position with a shot. The stolen amount can exceed 80% of the action bar. That's just because it's an action bar limit. I don't think there's going to be that much of a co-op defense. I'm guessing maybe somehow she has Will of Metatron. I don't know. I don't understand how you would hit more than 5 people and that still wouldn't hit 80%. But I guess somehow it makes sense to them. So the thing with her is actually going to be this is the skill that changed that now makes her viable. So it's only half a bar, and combined with Ghost Eye, you're just going to have the spirits. It won't even be a problem anymore. But you're going to need to wait the 2 minutes. So even though she has the action bar, if you can steal the ball back and shoot, at the beginning it's going to be kind of frustrating. If very well built, she can be extremely nice in PvP, especially against Wormwind backlines or backlines that work with Spirit. Unlike Sharr, who just doesn't care, but will actually sometimes have issues with those. On a Spirit Stone slot level, I would say you have the beautiful Andor crit damage, Andor dribble. On the unique, it's more up to you. I do agree that Wormwind doesn't have the best stones for this, so you could like change the color on that level. That wouldn't be that bad. Now on a chain level, this might just lag because I'm gonna just look at them from another screen. Okay, so basically there's only 3 chains that have value. Here is a friendship chain with Yuri. You can put her in backline. She's a very decent player. The other one's a 3-star. We don't care. 3-star, we don't care. This is Sam, and behind him is actually a William. So it's actually nice in case you're meeting him. But the thing is, why would you be running Bora if you have William? I just want to say. So I don't know why this chain would be there, but I guess some people really love Bora. I'm not saying no. And rival, again, the only one is Milky Way, so you could actually throw Milky Way in your own team. Just like this, she gets the rival buff. It's actually a pretty easy way to get it. Plus, since Vaughn, she has a rise, there's a big chance she'll meet her. Now, for Bora, I'm going to put in the description the link to a YouTube channel by Nawazu. I'm sorry if I'm destroying his name, where he actually uses her. So I'm not saying that either of them are bad. I'm just saying it's a different play style. The team formation is going to be very similar, but Sharr, you're really trying to get the second hit, a very hard shot. While with Bora, it's more going to be third, fourth, fifth shot are going to work. You can damage first, but you're just like removing spirit. You're just annoying your opponent team until it starts really getting serious. Bora will cause matches to last a little bit longer, so that might be a little inconvenience to some of us. For the stone builds, they're going to be very similar. I again want to insist that since you're using Andor strikers, you're just going to be running this, and you're also going to go and throw in an Elaine. So I'm not going to think that it's going to be a big problem because you want her just for her active, and she's going to give a few decent buffs to the striker. So this is the difference. I'm going to say, again, it's your playstyle that's going to matter. If you do run Bora, trying to work on her links will be nice. Both of them are going to work with the very common setup, passer, Elaine striker, or you can add a 4th man to the list. It's a very common setup. There's no big specifications unless you're trying to use a funky build. If there's any need, I will do a build on at least Sharr. And for Bora, I would actually advise looking at Nawazu, but I could even get a little crack at it. I hope this helps answer the questions, and if you have any comments, opinions, again, I want to insist Bora's skills have changed, so she's actually nicer than I thought since the skill chain changed. So just look around before just starting to say, oh, Bora's bad, Sharr is the only one. I'm just saying that because a lot of people just say that for the hell of it, but they're pretty decent. It's just a different playstyle. Have a good day, guys.